Looking directly into his son's steely gaze, Mr. John continued, "Tradition dictates that we marry before assuming the CEO role, ensuring our child inherits our legacy. While it's not obligatory, I want you to wed as soon as possible." Jungkook regarded his father with a mixture of amusement and concern. He understood his father's desire to become a grandfather, but he hadn't anticipated the seriousness of the matter. Despite his father's insistence, Jungkook had been hesitant to marry because he was already in a committed relationship with his girlfriend, whom he deeply loved. However, Jungkook disapproved of her, believing she was only interested in Jungkook's wealth, unable to care for him the way he deserved. Jungkook had attempted to reason with his father, explaining his feelings and his desire to marry his girlfriend with his father's blessing. Yet Mr. John remained steadfast in his disapproval. "Dad, you know that I already." "Mr. John, no means no," he sighed. Wine is just an ordinary high school student, but her home life isn't as easy as her classmates might assume. Her mother, who isn't her biological parent, doesn't always treat her kindly. At the age of 16, Vine finds herself navigating the complexities of a household where she often feels like an outsider. Her father works hard at a restaurant to provide for the family, but it's a struggle when the person who is supposed to be her maternal figure doesn't seem to understand or appreciate her. Adding to the mix, there is another twist in Vine's life. Jungkook's father, her father's longtime friend, is now her professor. Their fathers have a close bond, which led to Vine and Jungkook's paths crossing in an unexpected way. Jungkook is a 26-year-old math teacher at Vine's school, and he is known for being pretty distant and serious. But what sets Vine apart is that she's not like the other girls who try to flirt with him or get his attention. Instead, she is really humble and respectful. Whenever Jungkook looks her way, she just looks down, which he finds kinda cool. He is tired of all the flirty stuff and just wants someone who respects him and cares about him for real, because he had been experienced a fake relationship. So seeing Vine's modesty makes him think she might be someone special who could really understand him. Back to the story. On their wedding night, Jungkook's new wife, Vine, was shy and uncertain, unsure of how to approach her husband. As she timidly approached him, Jungkook kept himself occupied with various tasks around the room, deliberately avoiding her. Vine, "Jungkook, can we talk?" Jungkook keeps his focus elsewhere, not meeting her gaze. Vine, feeling self-conscious, "Jungkook, can we talk?" Jungkook turns abruptly, his tone sharp. "Can't you see I'm busy? Just leave me alone." "Fine. I'm sorry if I am bothering you. I will just be over here." Feeling overwhelmed by her husband's distant demeanor, Vine retreats to her side of the room, her heart heavy with disappointment and uncertainty. Jungkook's silence speaks volumes, leaving her feeling even more isolated in their new marriage. After 5 minutes, Jungkook, noticing Vine searching around the room, stopped her before she could leave. "Wait, what are you looking for?" Vine, feeling a bit flustered by his sudden question, hesitated before answering. "I was just looking for my clothes. I don't know where they are." Jungkook's expression softened as he realized her confusion. "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you with that." As Vine got startled by Jungkook's unexpectedly soft tone, she thanked him with a shy smile before quickly retreating to the bathroom. Left alone in the room, Jungkook couldn't help but let his mind wander. "Hope you wouldn't be like her," he thought to himself with a bitter smile, his thoughts drifting to his previous experiences. Sweetie, I miss you too. Can we meet? Jungkook, what was that? Emily stammers. Sorry for that. Actually, I. Jungkook, it's okay. He hung up the phone, feeling a mixture of concern and curiosity. Determined to see Emily, he decided to surprise her and headed straight to her house without informing her. However, when he arrived, he witnessed something completely unexpected. Back to the story. The following morning, Jungkook woke up, rubbing his eyes, only to find his bed empty. He murmured, "Where is she?" before heading to the washroom for his morning routine, reminiscing about the previous night flashback. Excuse me, could you tell me where my suitcase is? I'm not comfortable in this dress. So, Jungkook, oh sure, your clothes are in the wardrobe over there. He gestured towards the wardrobe as Vian bowed in gratitude. Vian, thank you. She began to leave, but Jungkook halted her. Hold on a second. Turning back, she found herself face to face with him, feeling nervous as she stepped backward. Accidentally, her feet brushed against the bed behind her, causing her to lean back slightly. Jungkook continued to approach, not stopping until he was close. Reaching out, he gently held her cheeks, locking eyes with her. Why do you act like I am some sort of stranger? Do I look like a monster or something? She shook her head, her gaze fixed on the floor. No, sir, I just. Jungkook, first off, stop calling me sir. I'm not your sir anymore, understand? She remained silent, her eyes lingering on the mole below his lips. Jungkook, can I touch the mole under your lips? You can touch wherever you want, sweetheart. I'm all yours. His words were a whisper, but she heard them loud and clear. Her cheeks flushed with embarrassment. What? Yes, you can. She attentively reached her hand towards his chin, gently tracing over it. A smile spread across her face. Vian, you're so cute. He smiled back and planted a kiss on her forehead. Her eyes widened in surprise, and she touched the spot where he kissed her. Vian, what was that for? Jungkook, I just kissed my wife. Is there a problem? Her cheeks flushed even more crimson, and she hurriedly dashed towards the wardrobe, disappearing inside to change. Then, without wasting a moment, she rushed into the washroom to switch into different clothes. In the present, a delightful aroma filled the entire house. As Jungkook descended the stairs from his room, drawn in by the enticing smell of food, unable to resist, he approached Vian with a smile. Good morning, Vian. Jungkook asked in amusement. You can cook too? Vian replied, Yes, I can, sir. Jungkook's expression shifted, his face turning cold. What? Realizing her mistake, Vian hurriedly corrected herself. I mean Jungkook. Yes, I can cook. Jungkook, what are you making? Vian listed off a few dishes she was preparing, her hands busy with cooking. Jungkook, that sounds delicious. How much more time do you need? It's almost done. He nodded and took a seat at the dining table nearby, pulling out his phone to check for any messages as Vian started placing plates filled with delicious food on the table. Jungkook noticed something and reached out, gently grasping her arm. Jungkook, how did this happen? She startled and trembled, her eyes wide with fear. Vian, I just. Jungkook, look, Vian, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just worried. Tell me who did this. She hesitated, unable to find the words to respond. Jungkook, okay, never mind, let's eat, hmm? She nodded, relieved, and they began to enjoy their meal together, the tension slowly dissipating as they shared a comforting moment. During their week off for their marriage, Jungkook and Vian spent a blissful day together, cuddling on the couch while watching TV. As the evening approached, near by 7 p.m., the doorbell rang. Startling Vian, she looked to Jungkook for reassurance. Jungkook, don't be scared, sweetie. I will see who it is at this time. Nodding, she watched him go to open the door. However, his demeanor changed when he found an unexpected visitor, and 5 minutes passed with no sign of his return. Why? Who could it be that he hasn't come back yet? Let me see. Concerned, she got up from the couch and headed towards the door, but her steps faltered as she caught sight of something that brought tears to her eyes. A girl was kissing Jungkook and touching him inappropriately, shattering the peaceful moment they had shared.